So, lenses, two types of lenses. This is what we call a converging lens because they converge light rays. Here, we call it a diverging lens because when light rays hit it, the light rays are spread out or are diverged. But again, it's important to take note that here, you have a real focus, and here, the light rays are spread out, but you can extend these light rays back, like so. And if they extend them back, you can imagine that there is also a focus here that we call a virtual focus. So again, this is a converging lens, right? And we have a diverging lens. Now, in other words, in lenses, a convex lens is a converging lens, and concave lens is a diverging lens. But if you think about it, when we were discussing mirrors, there is also a mirror that converges light rays, and there's also a mirror that diverges light rays. So here, this mirror, as it hits the surface, as the light rays hit the surface, the light rays are reflected in such a way that they meet at a certain point. So therefore, this also is called a converging because the light rays are converged, right? But this is a mirror because this is not a lens. See, the light rays do not pass through it because it's not transparent. It's opaque, so when the light rays hit it, they are reflected back, they bounce off. And in this shape of a mirror, when light rays hit the surface, the light rays are actually spread out. So they are diverged. So we call this a diverging mirror, right? So for mirrors, you also have a converging mirror and a diverging mirror. For lenses, you can have a converging lens and a diverging lens. Okay? But this is where some of the confusion comes in, because if you think about it carefully, the converging lens, right, is a convex lens. So converging lens is also a convex lens. But if you look at the mirrors, it's different because the converging mirror, right, is not a convex mirror, but rather a concave. See, you see, the reflecting surface has a caved shape. So it's a concave mirror, right? So the concave mirror is the one that is going to be converging the light rays. And like so, here, the diverging mirror, if you notice, the reflecting side is bulging towards where the light rays are from. So this is called a convex mirror, right? Now, they kind of are opposite, because in a lens, the convex lens is converging. In a mirror, a convex mirror is diverging. In a lens, a concave lens is diverging, but in a mirror, a concave mirror is converging. So they have different actions, and it's really quite logical because lenses work differently from mirrors. Remember, mirrors work by reflecting the light rays as they hit the surface, right? But lenses, they don't reflect back the light ray. They let the light ray pass through them, right? But the light rays are bent as it passes to the other side. So lenses work by refraction. Mirrors work by reflection, and thus the difference in what they do to the light rays. Okay. Now, notice also that you can also take. You can also make a conclusion about the foci of the two devices, of the two types of each kind of device. So for a mirror, the real focus, right? The real focus, if you look at it, is from the side of the light rays. So if the light rays come from here, the real focus is at that side, right? And that is logical because mirrors are reflecting surfaces. So therefore, the light rays are not supposed to cross the other side, right? It's not supposed to cross the other side because it's an opaque surface. So they're supposed to be reflected back. And though the natural position for a real focus should be this side. Okay? That's why the real focus is at the side where the light rays come from. In lenses, remember that lenses do things differently. They let the light rays pass through the other side. So if they let the light rays pass through the other side, the normal side of the light rays after passing through the lens is on the other side, right? So therefore the real focus should be on the other side because that's what a lens does. It allows the light ray to pass through from this side to the opposite side. Okay? Now for the virtual focus, here the light rays come from this side and then they pass through the other side. The virtual focus is from the original side of the light rays. Why? Well, because it's not the normal, it's not where normally the light rays should meet, right? Because the light rays are supposed to go to the other side. So the normal side for lenses is the opposite side. So if you are going to look for a virtual focus in a lens, it's at the side of the original light rays. But for mirrors, it's different because mirrors supposed to take original light rays and then reflect them back to the same side. Mirrors are not transparent objects. The light rays can go through the other side. So if you find the focus on the other side, that's not the normal case. That is weird because light rays are not supposed to reach that side, right? So that's why the focus that you form on that side is what we call virtual. Okay?